Guys, I'm on my way to work. I was gonna hike after I get there and like after I've set up the house because I'm opening Beaver House today. But it is like gale force winds, I swear. And it's raining and snowing and you don't know what it is one second to the other because it keeps switching back and forth. So I think that a hike is not on the agenda today because you can dress for the weather, but gosh, with that wind whipping in my face, I just can't. But lucky for me, the person that is renting Weaver today actually works for us. So she's gonna close it herself. I just have to open it for her and show her, you know, what the scoop is. And then I have the rest of the day free. So I do have to work, but for like 2 seconds. You guys, today has been a day and I don't know if I'm gonna cry or laugh. I was shaking earlier. So if you want a cheery Christmas video, this is not for you. But if you want a rant, buckle up because I will give you a rant. So I'm gonna try to not share very many details, but if you want more details, I would be perfectly happy to vent to you on VOXER. I just don't want to necessarily put it all out on social media in this format. But anyway, so this year, just to start, this year has been hard for me just in general because our county has basically decided it's business like usual as far as the pandemic. They don't want to get people upset politically, so they are going to do nothing. So I'm already in a situation where every single day I do what I think is right, but my safety is not guaranteed. Obviously, safety is never guaranteed, but our county will never enforce anything as far as safety expectations for COVID. So even though I have a lot of good days and I feel super happy and I'm really loving everything I'm doing, there is kind of this like not at baseline feeling all the time. Even if I'm not aware of it, I know it's there just because my county is not keeping us safe. So there's that. On top of that, there was a school shooting in Oxford, Michigan. Basically, this week has been horrible. So there's that. And then on top of that, I went to work today, and that's the situation that I want to talk to you about. So this is not my regular job. This is a side gig. It's in a park in the middle of nowhere. And again, I don't want to make this story too long. So if you want the full story, trust me, I got you. I would be glad to tell you. But I will just say that I did not feel safe at work today. My supervisors were incredibly supportive of me, but I needed to call the police just to have the situation handled. And I mean, this is a perfect example of privilege that even though I know and have feelings about how you can't trust police officers to do the right thing. I just read the Columbine book where they basically sat on the kids for 1.5 years, even though they knew stuff was going on. There was a search warrant that never like got where it needed to go. Then you have like the Black Lives Matter thing, and you see person after person after person after person that is harmed by the people who are supposed to protect us. And my situation is nothing at all even closely comparable. It cannot, like, it is so far removed from those situations, but I can't trust police officers because today I needed someone to be there for me so that I would be safe at work, and it didn't happen. Basically, that is my pizza that needs to be put in the oven. There was a white male that was behaving in ways that were not okay. And when I called the police, they basically didn't really do anything. They didn't do anything. The situation was still going on, and the police officer had already left, so I called again, nothing happened. And then as I was leaving, the situation was still going on, so I called again. And so that was 3 phone calls. And finally, the initial police officer called me back, and I explained to him the entire situation, the entire story from start to finish, as well as how I didn't feel heard or supported or safe, and what I wanted from him that he did not deliver. Classic Karen. And he just gaslighted me. Every single concern that I gave to show that I was feeling unsafe, he minimized and he had a response for. And there were quite a few things that were like, my cats are agitated too. There were quite a few things that were not okay in the woods. And everything was minimized. Each and every point of my story, there was some counter argument. And I felt like I wasn't being heard. I felt like I was being gaslighted. And finally, the guy's supervisor called me, and he told me he'll talk to him. I mean, like, who knows? But like, the situation was not the best situation to be in at work, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. But to have the police officer just completely not listen to you, not hear you, not care, that was so hard. And I get that I am so in a position of privilege if I am just having this be my experience now. But, and even more, I started out calm on the phone the 4th time to the police officer, but I started to use my teacher voice at him because you know what? I can, and that's not okay that I can, but I'm just saying I used my teacher voice at him after being calm for quite some time because the way he was treating me was not okay. And as somebody that's in a position of power like that, that's not how you treat people that have a concern for their safety. And if I didn't say it already, the person that I was feeling unsafe about was a white male. So I felt that basically the police officer was listening to what the white man had to say, and his word was over mine. So if he gave some sort of a response, well, he's right. Like, there was no questioning anything that the other man said, and whatever. So anyway, I'm taking the day off from work tomorrow because it's just like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing, and just when you think it can't get any worse, it does. And I was just driving home and I'm just like, God, like, I just need winter break. I just need a day. And then I was thinking like, oh, I should call in sick to work. And I'm like, no, good God, those kids need me. I freaking love those kids. And I do not need to be sick the week, like, right before Christmas break. Like, I needed to put those kids first, and so I need to put myself first so that I can put the kids first, or, you know, I suppose logically the kids are second, but yeah, I'm taking the day off work tomorrow so that I don't have to go into work on Monday not being able to be, fully present. Oh, sorry. I'm taking the day off on Sunday from my side gigs. I was supposed to work 2 different jobs tomorrow so that on Monday I will be able to be fully present with my kids and all that stuff because I just need to take care of myself. So that's what happened today. I have a bunch of other cool stuff that I want to tell you. I have some really cool bullet journal spreads. Cool for me because it's my first time. I got a book in the mail. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't opened it yet. I got an amazing pizza that I need to put in the oven. I was gonna get that anyway. I'm not eating my feelings. But I was just in the mood for pizza, and I was thinking, I don't know why, but I was thinking that I hadn't had Papa Murphy's in a long time. That's where you like get it like Subway, but it's raw and like, well, I guess you don't really call pizza raw, but it's uncooked, and you bring it home to cook it. And I was just thinking I haven't had them in a while, and I was thinking like, because it's so customizable, I'm curious like what their vegan options are. And so I looked it up, and I ended up getting like the only bad thing I think is like the crust. So I got like the thin crust, which is really good from them. Normally I don't like thin crust. And then tomato sauce, and then I think it's like the gourmet veggie, but I just put it tomato sauce instead of the like creamy Alfredo sort of sauce they have. And then I just like took all the cheese ingredients off, and then I added a few more vegetables. So it's literally like tiny bread, vegetables. So I'm hoping it will be really good. And if so, I'll do it more often. But anyway, I need to frickin' chill. Good God. Like, seriously, can one more... I don't know. I don't want to risk it. But this week has not been good. So, I'm going to go now. And I hope that I'm more cheerful tomorrow, and I can show you all the stuff I said I wanted to show you. And hopefully I just have a cozy reading day. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for listening.